everyone, welcome to your class. Today we are discussing the topic gametogenesis. What is gametogenesis? The formation or the production of gametes, that is known as gametogenesis. It occurs during the time of sexual reproduction. The process gametogenesis takes place in gonads. Gonads means testis or ovary. Testis in case of male and ovary in case of female. For the functioning of gonads, they require a hormone secreted by the anterior pituitary. The name of the hormone is gonadotropic hormone. Gonadotropic hormone, GnRH. It includes mainly FSH and LH. FSH means follicular cell stimulating hormone and LH means luteinizing hormone. These two hormones are required for the process of gametogenesis. Okay, so here in case of male, sperms are producing. So the type of gametogenesis takes place in male, that is known as spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. The spermatogenesis process is not a single process. It takes time. The main steps of spermatogenesis are formation of spermatids, formation of spermatozoa, spermiogenesis. Then the last one is permeation. So what are the steps? Formation of spermatids, formation of spermatozoa, spermiogenesis, spermiation. The spermatogenesis process starts during the puberty from the age 13 to 14 years in boys. But we know the fact that because of our food habit, the pubertal age will be changing. It will be decreasing. At the first time, puberty start from 13 onwards. Now the age will be decreasing. 11, 12, the pubertal age will be seen. And the spermatogenesis process starts in boys at the time of puberty, at the time of when they are getting maturity, and it continues throughout their life. Okay, though it declines in old age. Got it? The process of spermatogenesis continues throughout the life. In case of male, I am telling, but in case of female, the gametogenesis process is not occurring throughout their life. Okay. So I told you that there is 4 steps for the formation of spermatogenesis. The 4 steps are formation of spermatids, formation of spermatozoa, and spermiogenesis. The last one is spermiation. So what is spermatogonia cells, or how this formation of spermatids occurs? You can see the picture. The spermatogonia, singular it is known as spermatogonium seen inside the seminiferous tubule. So this type of spermatogonium cells that can be seen inside the seminiferous tubules. That spermatogonium cells undergo multiplication by mitotic cell division. Mitotic means equational division. Okay, so this spermatogonium cells undergoes mitosis. So each spermatogonium is a diploid cell with 46 chromosomes. Some of the spermatogonia are called primary spermatocytes. Okay, so in this spermatogonia cells, they undergoes mitosis, and some of them change into primary spermatocyte. This primary spermatocyte cells undergoes meiosis. Meiosis means reductional division. So here the primary spermatogonia cells having 46 chromosomes when it undergoes reduction division, the secondary spermatocyte contains only 23 chromosomes. It is clear to you? The primary spermatocyte enlarges in size and undergo meiosis 1 and gives rise to 2 haploid secondary spermatocyte. Okay, these secondary spermatocyte cells again undergoes meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 is not a reduction division. Meiosis 2 is same as that of our mitosis. Okay, so these cells, secondary spermatogonous cells, spermatocytes undergoes meiosis 2 and produce 4 equal haploid spermatids. 4 equal spermatids. One more time I am telling. The spermatogonia inside the seminiferous tubule undergo multiplication by mitotic cell divisions. Each spermatogonium is a diploid cell with 46 chromosomes. Some of the spermatogonia cells are converted into primary spermatocyte. Okay, these undergo meiosis. The primary spermatocyte enlarges in size and undergoes meiosis 1 and gives rise to secondary spermatocyte. This secondary spermatocyte undergoes meiosis 2 and produces 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal haploid spermatids. So here occur the formation of the spermatids. Okay, you can follow me. So here occur the formation of the spermatids. The next step is spermiogenesis. Okay, spermiogenesis is the conversion of the spermatids to spermatozoa. Spermatids, it is not a pure sperm. Okay, spermatozoa is the sperm. So spermiogenesis. Next process, first process is formation of the spermatids. Next process is the spermiogenesis. So here the spermatids undergoes conversion and it forms spermatozoa. This process takes place within the cytoplasm of Sertoli cells. This process takes place within the cytoplasm of the Sertoli cells. Okay. A spermatid is a non-motile and heavy with organelles like mitochondria, Golgi body, centrioles, nucleus, etc. So during spermiogenesis, the weight of the gamete is reduced along with the developmental structure for motility and penetration. When I am taking that Sertoli cells, I told you that the sperm's maturation and mobility occurs in the Sertoli cells. Okay, so the spermatids is a non-motile and heavy organelles. It contains heavy organelles like mitochondria, Golgi body, then the centriole, nucleus, etc. During spermiogenesis, the weight of the gamete is reduced along with the development of the structures for motility and penetration. After spermiogenesis, the sperm had become embedded in the Sertoli cells. After you can see this picture. So the spermatid head is embedded in the Sertoli cells. After spermiogenesis, the sperm had become embedded in the Sertoli cells and then finally released from the seminiferous tubules by the process called spermiation. Okay. After spermiogenesis, the sperm had become embedded in the Sertoli cells and finally released from the seminiferous tubules by the process known as spermiation. So we are discussing the process of spermatogenesis. It includes the steps formation of spermatids and the conversion of spermatids into spermatozoa. Okay. The first step is the male germ cell, spermatogonia cell present on the inside wall of the seminiferous tubules multiply by mitotic divisions and increase in number. Okay, so third phase is in multiplication phase. Then the next phase is growth phase. The spermatogonia grow and increase in size and form primary spermatocyte. Each spermatogonia is diploid and contain 46 chromosomes. Then the next step is maturation phase. On this maturation phase, some of the spermatogonia called primary spermatocyte periodically undergo meiosis. A primary spermatocyte completes the first meiotic division, leading to the formation of two equal haploid cells, and this haploid cells again undergo meiosis 2 and produces four equal haploid spermatids. The spermatids are transformed into spermatozoa by the process of spermiogenesis. The sperm head get attached to the Sertoli cells to draw nourishment and finally released from the seminiferous tubules by the process called spermiation. And I told you that for all this process, our body required, gonads required hormone. So the spermatogenesis is initiated at the age of puberty by the gonadotropin releasing hormone secreted by the hypothalamus. The increased level of GnRH stimulate the anterior pituitary, which then secrete the FSH, follicle cell stimulating hormone, and LH. FSH stimulate the Sertoli cells to secrete some factors which help in spermiogenesis. The Sertoli cells also having inhibin hormone that inhibit the stimulation of FSH. Okay, then the next is the structure of spermatozoa or sperm. The function of the spermatogenesis is the formation of the sperm. The sperm having mainly four parts. The structure of spermatozoa or sperm. It having mainly four parts: head, neck, middle piece, and the tail. Head, it is enlarged end of the sperm containing the large haploid nucleus. Okay, that means the condensed chromatin body and is capped by, here the head portion is capped by acrosome. This acrosome, head portion is covered by acrosome. This acrosome gives the penetration power. Okay, when the sperms enter into the female genital tract, for the penetration power gives by this acrosome. This acrosome contain a hydrolytic enzyme that help in dissolving the membranes of ovum for fertilization. The acrosome contains a hydrolytic enzyme that help in dissolving the membranes of ovum for fertilization. Okay. Then the next portion is the neck portion. Neck. It contains proximal centriole, which is necessary for the first cleavage division of zygote, and the distal centriole that is connected to the tail filament. So neck contains proximal centriole, which is necessary for the first cleavage. That is necessary for the first cleavage. And the male portion, the neck is short and is contain two centrioles, proximal centriole and the distal centriole. Okay, the last part of the neck, that is distal centriole. And the middle piece which contain mitochondria that provide, this is my middle piece that contain mitochondria. It provide energy for the movement of the tail that facilitate the sperm motility, essential for fertilization. So the energy required for the sperm motility was given by the middle piece. Then the last portion is the tail. The last portion is tail. It consists of axial filaments surrounded by the plasma membrane. It helps the sperm to swim in the fluid medium. It helps the sperm to swim in the fluid medium. Human male can ejaculate 200 to 300 million sperms during a coitus. Seminal plasma along with the sperm, it made the semen. So this is about the gametogenesis in human male. Typical human sperm is a microscopic structure composed of head, neck, middle piece and a tail. The plasma membrane envelops the whole body of the sperm. An elongated haploid nucleus forms the major part. Golgi bodies of the spermatid gives rise to acrosome. Golgi bodies of the spermatid gives rise to acrosome, which form a cap in front of the nucleus containing, and it is a lytic agent, that means it is having a hydrolytic enzyme. Acrosome produce lysins and hyaluronidase enzyme, which dissolves the egg membrane during the penetration to the ovum. And the neck is short and is contain two centrioles, proximal and distal centriole. During the time of fertilization, the proximal centriole is introduced to egg and is required for the first cleavage. Okay, distal centriole provides attachment to the axial filament of the sperm tail. The middle pieces contain mitochondria, that provide energy, and the tail portion helps the sperm to move in the fluid medium. I hope you will understand spermatogenesis. So thank you.